Estamos aquí con Jon Sisk, un reconocido autor de libros escritos del sistema operativo Pick, y también presidente de JES and Associates, que es una compañía que da educación sobre el sistema operativo Pick en todas sus capacidades a nivel Estados Unidos y a nivel mundial. Le vamos a hacer algunas preguntas referentes al sistema operativo Pick y a su experiencia con él. Jon, nice to have you here. What has been your experience with the Pick operating system? How long have you been working with it?
I've been working with it about 12 years now, and started with started with its first licensee, Microdata Corporation, and spent a few years with them. And then in '81, I set up the first training company to conduct training classes on Pick. And now we have 26 instructors in 25 cities, running classes year-round all around the place. So we've mainly focused on the educational market. And in all that time, I've also written 8 books on Pick and edited quite a few more. Edited about another 8 up to this point. So I've had the chance to come in contact with a lot of actual end users. And since we're not selling software or hardware, people often come to us for advice on how they should go with their Pick systems and how to find good people. And it's been fun because being in the classroom role, you get to see a wide variety of users each day, actually, and hear all their problems. So we've heard just about every problem you can possibly imagine.
How do you, you mentioned you have many types of different users. How, like for example, the user that comes for a different operating system environment, is it very easy for him to adapt to the Pick operating system?
You know, it's funny you should ask that, because I think that it's easier to teach someone who doesn't know anything about computers about Pick than it is to teach somebody who has a lot of experience with other computers. Because Pick is so unique, it does things different, as you know. That it's easier to learn Pick than to relearn Pick after coming from another environment that does things totally different. See, Pick is almost a gestalt, that once you understand how it does what it does, there's virtually nothing you can't do with it. By that I mean you know how you can get your data out and present it in any way you possibly can imagine. Well, it's very easy to do that. A lot of times, however, in other operating systems, it's so cumbersome or even impossible to do those sort of things that people just actually don't believe it when they say they can do all this work. So one thing I wanted to add there about the users is that because there are so many applications available for Pick, we see people from every walk of business, every type of business imaginable. So virtually every vertical market is covered.
So Pick basically is good for every kind of business.
Every kind of business. Now, let's not try and let's be real honest about it. There are some things that you wouldn't use Pick for. For instance, it's a great database management system, but you wouldn't use Pick for a scientific application. You wouldn't use it as the control program for a missile, a ballistic missile. I've once said that you wouldn't use Pick to plot the course of the space shuttle, but you would use it to keep track of its inventory. Right? It's a great database management system. And all of the other bells and whistles that people have come to expect are there. Graphics, communications, spreadsheets, word processing, what have you. Communications to transport packages to move data between Pick machines and non-Pick machines, or more importantly, from non-Pick machines and where it can be processed.
It's the dictionary Pick, the query access makes it very easy for an end user just to make any report they want.
Absolutely. We're able to teach people in a matter of just a few minutes how to produce reports. The fun part about that is that so often the users come to us from their offices where they spend all day, every day, working from menus, choosing this menu option and getting this report. And we show them in just 5 minutes how they can get in there and create their own reports, just with simple sentences, just simple little sentences and bang. The lights click on over their heads and they're able to go home excited about it, because now they can go in and get those exception reports, the reports that they weren't able to get before, or the times when they were told by programmers that it would take 6 months to get this report. They find out that they can do it in a matter of minutes. And we make them self-sustaining. They make it so that people can do it themselves.
What is coming from Pick? What is the next generation of Pick?
This has really been a busy year for the Pick industry. What we've seen so far is that almost all of the Pick licensees are implementing Pick on top of Unix. So they're going to marry the two systems together and take the best advantages of both systems. What Pick Systems is doing themselves is coming out with a new rewrite of the operating system that they're calling Advanced Pick. And Advanced Pick completes the task Dick set out to do 20 years ago. So he says that for the first 18 years of its existence, it really wasn't everything he wanted it to be. It was close. And the reason that he didn't get a chance to finish it all is that so many companies wanted it. He was busy in all of those years moving the same program to all of these computers. Well, now that he's got the money and the staff to do this, he's been able to develop, to devote the time to development, and this has resulted in Advanced Pick. And the beauty of it is that it takes this access retrieval language that we pulls data out of the system, and it gives the system the ability to put data in through that. In other words, you've got dictionary-driven update, and what it comes down to is the ability to create applications in very, very short order. I mean, you can literally create a sophisticated application in a matter of minutes, provided you know what you want to go into it, right? And what you want out. Bang, you've got the tools there for it. And Advanced Pick is a radical concept that looks a whole lot different than it ever has before.
Is it going to be? Is there also going to be a management MS-DOS?
That's a harder call. I think that's really I don't know the Pick Systems is working on it, to answer your question, but what is happening is that the companies like VIA Systems here are developing utilities that allow you to use PCs as terminals attached to a Pick system. And through their product, for instance, you can run straight standard DOS applications and yet communicate with your Pick system. In other words, you could be running WordPerfect as your word processor and reach up into your Pick database and grab names and grab the data and put it down into WordPerfect to do formula expressions or into a Lotus 123 spreadsheet. So there's the marriage, but it's not being done by Pick systems. That's an add-on.
I wanted to ask you, how many machines are currently running Pick?
I don't really know. You know, Pick would probably have closer numbers than me.
But there are many mini computers.
Oh yes, when you consider that there's 35 different licensees with computers from as small as a 3-user system up to as large as a 3,000 user system. You know, that's quite a large variety. In terms of the actual number of CPUs, I'd put it somewhere around 300,000 or 400,000 worldwide. And again, you've got to average those out to 10 to 15 terminals each.
Is it true that Big Pick is still programming and in the software development and fancy models?
True fact. He was out of it for a while, for a few years. He was just in the suit doing marketing and those types of things, but he's actually back in the code and making things happen. And the best part of that is, not only is he doing the program, but he's got a real bright crew of young programmers around him, and they're all very competent. They're able to implement his wishes and dreams. He's actually in their code all the time himself.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.